It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Chargers and the Steelers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the LA The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And despite injuries like these, Charles, or these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. On 2nd down, Vance, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. But George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
What's the deal, dog?
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Up the middle they go. Vance. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A first carry for Rashad White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelce, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, it's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Wright. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Nothing to score. This is the NFL. Charger. Start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Vance, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Herbert's throw complete there to Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's go, let's go. Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 2nd down.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shoves him aside. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. They'll run on 1st down. Vance, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
Herbert's pass, complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 11.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Vance. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Herbert now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd down now, it's McKinney. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert.
And he comes back with one complete.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To the air again, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
And they'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Vance, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
To the left side and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McKinney. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Vance, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd down, Vance. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's White.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Rashad White.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive, and they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Curry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's McKinney. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The LA offense ready for this next possession.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, Chargers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Opting to run again here with White. And he stopped immediately there. There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a toss right side with White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 34 yards. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he is going to have the Steelers' first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 2nd down now, Vance.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Chargers first down.
They'll run on first down. Vance. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Up the middle they go. Vance, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.